I got a new phone case. It's real big.
Okay.
And
what made it
uses a magnet instead of the thing. It's just a magnet.
What made you replace it?
I got a new phone, and I was got to get the new case for the new phone. It's just different size.
Does that one take those 3D pictures?
Yeah, the emojis.
No. I've been seeing on Facebook, there's these 3D photos of dogs. So you'll be scrolling through Facebook, and then it'll be this 3D dog staring right at you in 3D.
No,
and it's like, well, photos aren't in 3D. This is crazy. And it's just this big old dog staring right at you.
Like coming out of the screen?
Oh, coming right out. Yeah, it's weird. You don't, because it doesn't look like it'll work, but like the parallax of the screen and the photo movement as you scroll through it, it has this weird, 3D effect to it. But I thought it was some iPhone thing, and maybe it's not.
I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
I'm not plugged in.
Me neither. I used to work at Apple. I used to know all the Apple stuff. Now it's like just sad.
Whenever I show people my phone case, they go, "Oh, it's like a wallet. You got your credit cards in there and stuff." And I go, "Yeah, I do. Your cash and all that stuff." And then every single person, they always want to like, this is just like some weird human instinct. They go, "So you should, don't you think that's a little dangerous? Because now if you lose one thing, you lose everything." Like, will you just think about what your brain is doing right now? Like you're holding vigil over a society, an ideal society where we aerosol our property to the extent that all of it's expendable. What are you talking about? Everyone's got like 4 things in their pocket.
Yeah.
If you lose any of them, you're fucked. Nobody wants to lose any of them. You don't want to lose your keys, your phone, or your wallet. Right. So why the fuck? Yeah, no shit. If I lose one thing, I'm fucked. Why would you? What is that instinct that we have? Like, oh yeah, if you think about it, you're kind of fucked.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. I'm no more fucked than you. I have one thing to remember and one thing that fucks me, and you have 4 things to remember, and each one fucks you a quarter. Like, who cares? What is this quibbling? You're a nonsense person. You should be ashamed of yourself. Here's something that you lost a long time ago. Your shame. Let me get you a big case for that, so that when you lose it, you know. You should have put a hubcap on that shit. It's been gone since the 70s.
I would buy a shame case.
I don't need no shame case.
Also, if that were true, you'd be like, you wouldn't put shit in your house because people would say the same shit to you. Like, now that your shit's in your house.
Well, how about your fucking skull? What do you cut your whole brain in one skull? What are you talking? Oh, just the 2 eyeballs then? So both necessary for depth perception? Right. Yeah, I did 1 pancreas. What are the? Whoa. Who are you? Yeah. Are you an ant? Are you an insect person here to like you're like, oh, not very modular, are you? Your identity isn't sprayed in a wide enough cone for me to give you a license to be safe.
What I don't like about that critique is that it fundamentally relies on someone essentially explaining to you what it means for things to be grouped together. It's like, yeah, no, those things are together. That's a good point. The same way as if I'm wearing a watch and my arm gets cut off, I'd have lost my watch. Because those things are together. Or if my head was cut off, my glasses, they'd also be off my body. Because these things are together. My head hair would also be off my body, being with the thing that was removed from... Because they're together, that's what that means. So, I mean, on the one hand, it's bullying you, but on the other hand, it's like, hey, what do you think it means when stuff is associated with other stuff? Let me break this thing down to you.
Yeah, that's what it really is, and that's being like empathic and going like, well, what's really happening in their brain? They're trying to connect.
Right. They're like, I know what things are when they're next to each other. They're next to each other.
Right. Right. They're just saying something.
Right. That's and it doesn't make me less pissed, but I think I'm growing because instead of just getting pissed, I'm getting pissed and having the thought, which is anytime someone says something that pisses me off, it's just they had a thought and they were like, oh, I want to share this thought. And they did it, and they didn't think about the ramifications of that action and how much it would piss me off, but they were just so excited that they said whatever dumb fucking shit that they did before passing it through a filter. And I'm still fucking pissed, but recognizing that feels like growth. I don't know. And that's just free association. That wasn't me trying to apply my situation to yours. I'm not trying to be mad at those people. Don't get me wrong.
Okay, that last part was a setback.
But yeah, I don't know. Wow.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was just in a trance.
I mean, and then you know, I think you and I could both say then also, well, it's this other person who maybe they're just their little Honda generator. It runs a little faster. It's got less CCs. I don't know what the metaphor would be like. Because it doesn't do us any good to be... Because the reason we're mad... Okay, let me start over. The reason we're mad when it happens is because it's not fair, because we feel anguish and anxiety and shame. Right?
Sure.
Isn't that why you get mad when someone cuts you off on the freeway? Really, it's not like... I mean, if they almost... kill you, there's adrenaline and there's holy shit. If anything, usually when it's a really close call, you actually kind of feel a sense of elation and don't remember the other person exists until a couple seconds later. But it's like the thing that pisses you off about the lack of consideration, and it's always isn't the root of that hair. It's not fair because I put myself through so much in order to not be that person, and that person isn't even doing it. And
to me, I mean, it sounds like the same feeling, but to me, it's like, how dare you even assume I haven't put that work in? I'm putting all the fucking work in. You put the work in and realize I put the work in, and shut the fuck up. Because it's like, I'm trying over here. What are you doing? Yelling at me for you think I'm not trying? You're fucking blind. Shut up. Not like blind. You can't see. Yeah, whatever. Right. It's good. I live with it. How are you guys doing?
I guess there is that is you're mad because they're insulting you.
Right. To me, it just feels like, yeah, I'm smart. I know this stuff. Are you gonna it just feels like they're trying to pretend I don't know this stuff. That's like, yeah, no fucking shit. Things are next to each other.
But, and maybe I'm just kind of are we supposed to then because I'm sure when we're talking, I'm sure constantly you say something and then I say something back that you knew I was gonna say, and that I knew that you knew already. But
sure.
That's we're just hitting the thing. But there's categories of doing that piss us off.
Right.
I think two zebra scientists could probably make small talk and go oh, there's a new zebra in the paddock, and then the other one says hope this one doesn't get herpes. Because the zebras keep getting herpes in the paddock. You're not supposed to know. I'm filling this in as we go. It's a non-linear. It's a Showtime original. This show. But kind of the zebra expert wanted him to say that because he didn't want to have to say, there's a new zebra in the paddock, and now I'd like to talk about the last one getting herpes. He doesn't want that burden. He wants to be able to actually just bump the shuttlecock up near the net.
Right. We have this agreement that we're gonna talk about things that two people would talk about mutually. Not anything in the history that we can't relate on. Not any future dreams that we we can't really jump in on. We as people have this contract where we're like, we're friends because you know when to change the subject.
Right. It's timing.
And the person that you don't like is a person who doesn't know when to change the subject. That's like the most basic part of friendship is like, you're friends with a kid that you're friends with from 6 years old on because every time you brought up paste, that motherfucker was like, yeah, you should see paste. It's gonna be great. Or that motherfucker was like, I don't like paste. And you were like, yeah, fuck paste. Like, that's the contract. Right. So we get really frustrated with people when it looks like they're trying to slime us or cheat on the fucking contract. And not putting a lot of thought into what you're gonna say is cheating on the contract. And we try to do that shit.
Right,
so we get pissed.
We get insecure. We're like, wait a second, am I being fucked? Am I being fucked? I'm being fucked.
Right. You knew goddamn well you were supposed to bring up the Green Bay Packers.
Right.
I said, man, I sure do love Wisconsin. And you looked at me talking about pasta's delicious.
Sometimes that's called an emotional bid.
Right.
Yes.
That was like the first thing I learned in couples therapy, emotional bids, which actually I have to say, I hope Cody doesn't listen to this because I have to cop to the fact that lately, well, she understands. I apologize to her for today. I've been buried in my laptop. Like I'm kind of hiding from some shit. And like I'm hiding from shit next to her. And I'm using my laptop, and we love each other and stuff. But nevertheless, I'm looking at the last week, and I have not been matching emotional bids. Emotional bids are just anything. It's the pixel of relationship communication. That was the first thing. Because it was like, oh, if someone says, look out the window at the St. Louis Arch while you're driving past the St. Louis Arch.
Oh, God.
I hate it. Don't make me look at stuff. Right. I hate like every time someone makes me look at something, there's a transaction happening, and I'm like it's all kinds of fucking horrible shit. Circuit boards that were designed to be mounted in defense satellites in an era that is bygone. This equipment is not needed anymore. It is only hurtful, but it's like the numbers I'm crunching. It's like, hey, look at this thing on my phone, and I just like one little part of my brain going like, you just made me look at something. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. And no, you fucking cop. I'm sorry. What is that?
but you're not supposed to think it's an emotional bid. Even if it seems futile, somebody's saying like it's like small talky stuff or whatever. Oh, look at that, look at this, look at that. It's somebody checking in and saying, are you with me? Like, what's more redundant than holding hands? It's already a hand. Like, what? If anything, you're taking two hands off the grid. You're actually downgrading half of each of your hand supply. It's certainly not practical, and it's definitely not edifying. It doesn't teach you new things about your hand. And yet we definitely do it, and we do it. 85-year-old people do it in our dream of how we'd like to go out. I think most of us. Not me, man. Shut up, polyamorous Paul.
You know what I don't like about PP is like his partners ain't shit.
I don't like how lugubrious he is. Like I like my polyamory to be have a little more levity to it.
Right. Put on a suit.
Why don't you write down how my polyamory should be, and I'll read the script for you.
Wow.
Paul. You know, we let you come to these shows and we mic you. Yeah, so.
Wow, yeah, so?
I didn't ask for that.
You should be grateful, PP.
I have sex with multiple partners.
Oh.
What's your hang up? Why are you hung up about?
We told you we don't give a fuck about that part. It's that you're a dick. Don't brag about it, bro. We saw you come in with 3 different people.
I'm a dick? Bro, how many people did you fuck in your last relationship? Give me a number.
1, dude.
Go back to Kansas, Toto.
God damn.
Now ask me.
How many people?
I don't count, bro. No need to count if the number don't mean anything. Sky's the limit. I'm the limit. Paul's the limit.
I'm not taking that shit from a dude dressed in a 3-piece corduroy suit and no shirt. You're a fucking freak, bro. You're a freak, and the people you roll with are not beautiful. You know, polyamory is supposed to get you. Yeah, I said it.
Did you just body shame my entourage?
It's not just the bodies. The face, the fingernails, the whole situation. You're supposed to be able to get like a wide range of people.
Excuse me? Hi, Paul's girlfriend, Alpha 3.
Yes, my point exactly.
But you can just call me Paul's girlfriend because we don't count. We do what we do.
Okay.
And we do it poly style.
He makes you say that now? Is that
I
the
think
deal?
you just...
Also, why did we mic you too?
I think we need to talk about how you just threw shade and tea and lemonade on my body. I am the way I am. I'm bold and beautiful. I'm Paul's girlfriend, one of them.
I'm just saying, if Paul is gonna, if he's gonna put together a bouquet, there should be maybe some more flowers and a lot less weeds.
Oh, damn.
Excuse me. I am Marie Winnipeg. I am a PhD in toxicology, and I am currently copulating with Paul whenever we feel like. Is no big deal. And I cured AIDS. And I feel beautiful on the inside. And I'm here on a work visa. And your country is what's ugly to me. Because it was very hard to get this work visa, and I had cure to AIDS.
You
and
can
I may
stay.
I think I throw away. I throw away now.
I throw away the cure for AIDS.
I have cure for AIDS.
Wow. Okay.
May throw it away.
Then,
I throw away. My name's Mary. Sontag. What did I
Winnipeg.
say?
That's the kind of trash I'm
Winnipeg.
talking about. Somebody's with you, double P. She's got the cure for AIDS, and she's at the Dynasty hanging out.
Oh, you back on me now that you went through my coop. Now you're back with the rooster. Because I'll tell you what, I may be polyamorous, but I'm also misogynist.
Then I am right. I am right to tear you and your entourage down.
Right by some cuck code that you made up. Snowflake. What do you think, girls? You like the idea of existing within a small, self-contained hierarchy with a man at the top that thinks you're all bitches? Yeah. Oh, oui. Oh, I have the cure for AIDS. Mm-hmm. Sounds like the customer. Oh, wait. Why am I French now?
You are what
Sounds
you
like
eat.
the customer's right.
Hey, man, look, thanks for coming by.
All
it's
right.
always good to see you, bro. But look, seriously.
Look, I only come here for the parts of the show where you talk to me anyway. I was going to leave.
Wow.
Now I know my segment's over.
Wow.
Yeah, Polyamorous out multiple times. I leave it multiple times. Wow, Polyamorous Paul. Wow.
Oh, man.
I'm not fucking with that dude, Harmon. I don't like him.
I don't like him either.
Yeah.
So lugubrious.
You should invite us up into the concept of sleeping with multiple people.
You should make an ad for it. It shouldn't be like
You should make
affair.
us want to. You should be like, why is that guy smiling all the time?
Right.
and not who yelled at me yesterday. Like a couple comes home and the guy's taking off his sneakers and he's got a little grimace on his face, and his girlfriend's like scooting up she's got some reading to do, and then she notices his body language and she says, "What's wrong, Carl?" And he says, "This guy today, I ran into him. Just really read me the riot act about being monogamous." What are you talking about? It's just this guy. He's really angry. He's just like really got on me. He had like a petition outside a Target. I was just there to buy a sweater because I love you. I'm sorry. Your love makes you cold? No. Let me get the sweater. I fucked up. It's your birthday next week, but it's part of the story here. Sweater. Happy birthday. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I ran into a guy that just started like really laying into me about how he's polyamorous. Anyways, all right. Sorry. Yeah, I'm glad you brought it up because I'd like to start seeing other people. Why? Because you're polyamorous? No, because I don't like you anymore. Because you seem like a less like a real boyfriend and more like a weird cipher for Dan Harmon's high babbling. I don't want you. I don't want to be with you anymore. I think you're just a mouthpiece for some strange Cthulhu creature who has a podcast in some different plane. Babe, I'm real. You saw my birth certificate. Birth certificate. You have skin, too. We live in a house. I have memories. I'm telling you, the whole thing is a fucking lie, Carl. What do I have to do to prove I'm real to you?
I'm so invested in this.
Honestly, I don't know, Carl. You know, there's a contemporary thought that has it that the question itself proves its own answer. What the fuck are you talking about? Have you been hanging out with Xander again?
Holy shit.
No, Xander's into crystals, not simulation theory. Well, I don't care what he's into. I'm tired of saying his name. Yeah, what do you... Baby, just come here. Come here. Come into the bed with me. Okay. You still love me? Yes, of course I do. Did you feed the dogs? Thought you were going to do that. Yeah, I'll do it. 5th time this week I did it. What? I thought you said something. I say something? You say something. What else is going on? No, I think there's no guest tonight, by the way, and Rob Schraub isn't here. Nothing good is about to happen. I didn't.
One man, 5 characters. Three of them are confused.
I did write down one thing, but I assume you've all been talking about this, and all of the comedic permutations have already been explored. But the weird thing is, I'm off Twitter now, so I never know. I hear random things. I hear like one thing a week. Like I'm 80 years old. Like I know one news item a week, or one like just human interest piece. And and I can't tell the difference between the ones that are so played out and everyone's talking about them, whatever. Oh, because Dan, before when you were on Twitter, you really had your finger on the pulse, and we were calling you the Dick Clark of our generation. All right, well, I don't know who you are. You sound exactly like me, so let's not have a conversation. Why not? Well, see, that's my problem. Is I said, let's not have a conversation. I don't even know which of us said that. It was me. Who said that? This is exactly my point. You and I are talking to each other right now, and no one can tell? Exactly. It just sounds like one guy talking because we have the same voice. Yep.
Dan Harmon meets Dan Harmon and Dan Harmon. The tour.